going on, everybody? It's your boy E. Just thought I might make an update video. It's a nice day at the park, and I figured, it's a good day to film. On top of that, I owe you guys. It's been a while since, I'm pretty sure you heard from me. And honestly, it's been actually 3 months, a little over 3 months since I've officially made the jump from Swift to get off the truck. And, honestly, it's been nonstop busy, super busy. Before I jumped off the truck, I wanted to set myself a goal and having a game plan in mind. And so far, I've been pretty good at executing that game plan. The first concept was basically, that first month was just reacclimation to the world that I left. So, the trucking world is one thing, and then regular life world, I guess you say, is another. So, coming back and reacclimating, getting back in the swing of things, getting used to being around my family again. I mean, all that stuff was the first month, and been totally consumed, which is a good thing. It was a good thing. Pretty much from there, I jumped into my studies. I've been hitting the books really hard in the very beginning, and I realized I'm gonna need school. I can't learn this whole app design and creation and computer programming stuff on my own. So I've come to terms with the concept of needing to go to an official school, and so I'm keeping my eye on enrollment for college. But on that nutshell, the third phase was going back into the job market, and trying to find myself, a job, whether it be a driving job or a non-driving job, but basically just, getting back out there to see, what I could possibly get myself into. On that note, I got myself into quite a bit. I mean, I stayed really busy. I went and I shaped together, 2 resumes. One was for, truck driving resume. The other one was for a non-driving resume. And I plastered it. So I just, been putting it out, been, every day spending my time, on the computer, just typing everything out and constantly applying. And in that, it's been, bearing some pretty good fruit. I've gotten all kinds of offers from all kinds of different places, and it's been pretty good. Some of the ones that stand out that, if you're following me, through Facebook, which is, www.facebook.com/yourboyethetrucker, you'd have seen. And pretty much the ones that stand out right now is Frito-Lay, Coca-Cola, and then a tow truck job position. And on that note, they all pretty much flopped. It just happens. Frito-Lay, pretty much, I applied. The person called me for an orientation interview, gave me the date. I showed up early, listened to the spill, found out nothing matched what I actually applied for. So when I rose my hand for the final question, I was like, hey, I'm just kind of curious. Your ad said, dropping hook, empty miles, paid and paid for the loading, unloading, all that stuff. What's going on with that? And they pretty much said, are you a Class A driver? I'm like, yes, I am. They're like, well, you're in the wrong spot. You got signed up for the wrong orientation. So, in a nutshell, that one flopped. The position that they had, put me through orientation was for like a relief driver almost / salesperson. The job description didn't match what I was looking for, and in the end, the over-the-road driving position that I actually wanted to apply for, there was no openings. So Frito-Lay was out. Coca-Cola was great. It was $19.80 an hour, and it was a union job, but they couldn't guarantee me my hours, and they said pretty much some days I'd work 10 hours, some days I'd work 15 hours, some days I'd work 30 hours, some days but they couldn't guarantee as far as what my hours would be. So in that, it was just kind of too unsure for me, and I decided to just look for something else. Tow truck was actually really cool. I was interested in it. It sounded pretty neat. I liked the idea of it, and they allowed me to go onto a ride along, and I did. And it was really nice because I got to actually evaluate the company and to see, okay, is this going to be a good match for me? In the end, as cool as the job might be, it just wasn't what I was looking for as well, because those guys grind, and I'm not gonna lie, they grind, constantly working. I think that day I ended up working a 13-hour shift, and I looked at the grand scheme of things, and the whole purpose of me staying local was because I wanted to go to school throughout, but this left me no room for that. So, it just didn't pan. The cool thing I also tried out for was to become a cryogenic driver. That one was going to be an over-the-road job as well, and I'll have to do another update video regarding how that went. But in a nutshell, it went good. I thought it went good. It went, better than I expected. But yet, still everything was just so fresh and just, it was interesting. It was my first time driving a tanker, and it was a halfway loaded tanker, big boy, tandem set all the way to the back of 40. A stationary tandem, so they didn't move. And I'm used to rocking the 8-speed, but they have their 10 speeds, so it was kind of like just kind of readjusting, readapting, and in the end it was cool because some of the experience part of me definitely kicked in, and it took my nerves away when I can hear the engine and knowing when to shift and checking my mirrors and knowing when to turn. So everything just kind of came back, but it was just interesting. But after like the first 5 minutes, just totally got into my groove and everything went well. So I have a cryogenic driving position kind of lingering, and they're gonna let me know as far as the final word if if they want to take me on, and it gives me that much time to evaluate, okay, is this really what I want to do, and then also to see if anything else pops up. But in the meanwhile, interesting stuff going on. It's been nonstop busy. The cryogenic person, when they asked me, when they're interviewing me, they're like, oh, I see you've been unemployed for 3 months, and I see you've been kicking back, relaxing. I'm just like, I honestly tell them, no, it's been a nonstop go. Constantly staying busy with applying and trying to stay on top of this game. So otherwise, I mean, that's really about it as far as everything in a nutshell. But part of the videos that when I like to make videos, not so much to just ramble on and talk, but I like for you guys to take away from what I'm learning, or my victories are your victories, and my failures are something that you can learn from. So on that note, here's the cool stuff, right? I'm finding out through all these websites that there are some cool ones. So I'm going to give you guys a couple, and I'll put them on the bottom right here, and you can kind of see what I'm talking about. The ones that I liked the most were careersingears.com is really good. Of course, we have monster.com, we have all the other search engines and Yahoo Jobs and all that kind of stuff, but this is for driving in particular and jobs overall. These are the ones that I like. Careers in Gears, monster.com, indeed.com, and then my favorite so far has been everytruckjob.com. And the reason why I like that one the most was obviously I think it was because it did have a wide variety of jobs for trucking. Obviously, they're not going to encompass everything, but they have a very good selection, and it covers the whole nation. So whether you're in the East Coast or whether you're in the West Coast, you can go on that website and you can pretty much pinpoint what jobs are around in your area. The best part that I like about it is that you fill out this application. Now, anytime that you want to apply for a driving job, you're going to need a few things. You're going to need, obviously, residence for 3 years. You got to give them, where you've been living for 3 years. You got to give them employment history for 10 years. You got to give them some references. You got to, do your do all the input. And of course, you've obviously maybe seen a job application for driving. But the cool part is this, I filled out that application so many times through different websites that I have my application and resume in my brain, and it's memorized. But the one that I like about the everytruckjob.com is that you can fill it out once and you can shoot it out to all of them, or select them. You can check the box. I want to send it to here. Send. Boom. Mass email. Pretty much all the ones you wanted to apply for, because they all fit that driving resume or application, and that's it. And then pretty much you sit back and you wait, and you watch as all the phone calls come in, and the emails get sent. So I found a lot of good resources, and that was definitely one that I enjoyed using. Let's see. Honestly, that's really about it. I mean, I don't know where I'm going from here. I don't know if it's going to be back on the road, but I'm feeling it's kind of going that direction. But we'll see how it plays out. In the meanwhile, I appreciate you guys, comments and support and emails and Facebook and everything. And it's been real good to see all that support. And as it goes down, I'll let you guys know. I'll keep filming, and we'll see where it goes from there. But until then, I'm gonna breathe it in, relax, and just see how everything unfolds. If the cryogenic job does work, then I'm slated to begin April 1st for the training. The training will be 6 weeks, so 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how fast I can catch on, to learn all the stuff behind that, as to unload and load and all that kind of stuff, because it's 100% hazmat, and you gotta learn before you can drive. So that's about it. And if I can think of anything else, I'll holler at you guys. But until then, you can catch me on Facebook, and you know, give me a shout out. Alright, until then, your boy E signing out from Escondido. I'm gone. Peace.